what somebody was questioning the grandmother. Trey, Anna, pick your glass back up, sweetie. Pick it back up. You're gonna need it. Here is the grandmother's response.
Comes out to play. I'm a grandparent, and I do deserve to be in my grandchildren's lives. I also deserve not to have my eldest granddaughter turned against me. Saying they owe me nothing is incorrect, and the courts would agree with that. I love them both, so I don't want it to have to come to that, but I am owed that. Owed is in all caps. I am owed that. 1. If he would have came the first night before she was in real labor, then he wouldn't have needed to talk to me. We don't have taxis, and the Uber would have been well past my budget. 2. She refused to take any of the painkillers once discharged, period. That was selfish of her. And I had food for them too, so my son wouldn't have had to cook. It wasn't just for me to see the baby. Okay, I have to stop right there. Not taking painkillers. Lady, she was breastfeeding. She's a new mom. Of course she doesn't want to take painkillers, because then she's giving her newborn painkillers. Are you bonkers? 3. No, I was questioning if my son had the right information. He relayed wrong things before. 4. I understand that from her perspective after reading some of the comments. However, in my family, it's just common to call back regardless, especially after having a baby. I see it's a cultural difference. Guys, I gotta ask. I'm sorry about the interruptions. I'm a little bit triggered by this story. Also, I'm a little bit shocked, so I have to keep pausing and recalibrate because this woman is surprising me nonstop. When she says, I see that it's a cultural difference, is that just racism? Is she just being racist here? This kind of feels like dog whistle racism, but I'm not 100%. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. 5. I can't Uber to where they live, otherwise I'd be there every day. If that was an option, I would have definitely jumped on it instead of having him pick me up, but Uber isn't in this tiny town. 6. I told my son that I would babysit after I heard B tell my daughter about her struggle to find a reputable daycare without a year-long wait, and how she was scared for the safety of her baby. They won't have to worry if I watch her. 7. My son only said not to post pictures. I didn't realize announcing that I was a grandma again would be a big deal. I deleted the post. 8. I told my son that I was sorry for hurting her feelings when he told me. I've always apologized to him when he's told me that I've done something wrong in her eyes, whether I think that I was wrong or not. I don't want to hurt her feelings ever. I want her to know that she doesn't have to run to my son, though. She can come to me. And I want a chance to explain myself.
Child. Nah.
She's
just classic manipulative.
She literally said,
did y'all catch the lie, though? Did y'all catch the lie?
Uber lie?
Uber,
yeah, I caught the Uber
y'all
lie.
did catch the lie.
Caught it right off the bat. Either Uber is or it's. I can't afford it. It's not my Which one is it? Which one is it?
Wait, I thought she couldn't afford Lyft.
She said there are no taxis in her little town. And if she did Lyft or Uber, it will cost her too much.
But then she turned right around.
Go ahead, Tracy.
She turned right around and said, well, Uber's not in our town. She literally said that.
Yeah. Then she said, and Uber is not in our little town. So it's like,
it might not be.
You to keep up with your lie. You're typing.
Well, the people
read it.
To be fair to the lady,
she's
responding to a commenter. So I mean, I think that's just getting hung up on words a little bit.
She needs to keep her lies straight. That's what she needs to do.
I'm sorry. She needs to keep her lies straight. Sorry.
I don't know if I would call that a lie.
If you're sitting there in one statement saying you can't use Uber because it's out of your budget, that is saying there is Uber in your town. You're writing this.
Not necessarily.
You are writing this down. So you can go back and reread it before you write, and this is a small town and we don't have Ubers.
No,
yeah,
but
you can read stuff before you hit enter.
To me, you guys are hanging up on word choice and looking backwards at it.
Theus is speaking and I can't see his face. I'm sorry.
It really is killing me.
Like, dang, dude. Thank you.
I can't do it.
I really thought she was talking about Lyft the first time.
My point,
Uber, Lyft, they the same
my point
thing.
about it is, I get what you guys are saying. The lady is selfish. She's extremely self-interested.
Yeah.
She's very sheltered in her thinking. So you can tell you're dealing with someone that the world kind of revolves around them emotionally. So she can't see where she's wrong. So I can get with all the criticisms about her because the way she is behaving is very selfish, right? She's only viewing it as I am a grandparent and this is my chance to be a grandparent and I'm being deprived of the opportunity to be that right now. She's not seeing that in the grand scheme of things, you're missing maybe a month of this baby's life that the baby won't remember and ain't doing nothing special anyway. You're still a grandmother. You're just being inconvenienced right now. It is a true inconvenience. You are, in a manner of speaking, entitled to be a grandparent. Right?
There are grandparents' rights, but parents still have the ultimate right.
But give it time, given that these are unique circumstances. And yes, ideally, you would have had a better relationship with your daughter-in-law to that when this happened, she called on you to help her. But that's not where she was. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to deal with it. This is the world that you're in. The taxi Uber thing, I get it. But it's just, to me, that right there, out of all the stuff going on.
But she's going to quit her. I agree with Mickey. Uber is too expensive, but she's going to quit her job. Oh, okay. Okay. That perfect sense to me. Logical.
She's making a selfless decision to try to be there for the baby and the mother. Whether or not she's doing it in a logical way that works for everybody else, that's her view. Her view is, I will sacrifice not going to work anymore so that I can be there to help my family. Now she's very selfish and controlling, so it gets in the way.
That means she's going to have to move in, right?
Are good. Huh?
She's going to have to move in if they.
Right.
No, not necessarily. The house could be paid for. She could just be working because it keeps her busy. There's all kinds of things that could be in that equation. Especially small town, she might not have to work.
Where did Anna go? Y'all keep